Okay, well, this isn't technically a full fleshed out game, but rather a DLC for a game called Pinball FX2. As you may guess, Pinball FX2 is a pinball game. To be more specific, it's a collection of virtual pinball tables. It has some original ones, but the big selling point is without question the collab tables. They got Marvel, they got Star Wars, they got Portal, which I wished I talked about in my big Half-Life Plus Portal video. They got Family Guy. Holy crap, Lois. And specifically for this video, they also got a Plants vs. Zombies table. And this is pinball. It sure is pinball with a PvZ theme. What else do you want me to say about it? Fun Foco fact. I kinda like myself a bit of pinball. I'm not like a mega fan or anything, but if I see a table IRL, I would be down to pump a few quarters in it, trying to go for a high score. But virtual pinball machines, on the other hand, I always found them to be rather out of place. I think the whole fun of pinball is that it is a very physical experience. Carrying that over to a digital format works, but it also loses a bit of the magic that makes it special, in my opinion. Also, when people say pinball game, I always think about Mario Pinball Land, where Mario gets crushed into a ball. Now that's what I call a video game. There is, however, one big problem with Pinball FX2 though, and that's that the game has been delisted from Steam. You can still download it by typing this into your run application window, but you will only be able to play one table. Every other one had to be bought, which you can't do anymore. Thankfully though, a lot of the tables from Pinball FX2 have been ported over to newer versions, except, you guessed it, Plants vs. Zombies. The only way you can get it legitimately is by buying it on the PlayStation Store. That's stupid. Now, I kinda can't be bothered to whip out my PS4 that's currently rotting under my bed, so instead I decided to do an unforgiving sin. I'm not gonna say what I did, but I think you know what I did. Look! It works! It's like magic! Wow! If Zen Studios, PopCap, or EA is watching this, please make this table easily accessible. I'd be happy to pay more money for it. The table itself though, it's alright. In my opinion, it is a bit too complex for its own good. There is so much stuff that can happen, and I find it rather hard and confusing to figure out what exactly triggers what. A guy online named Shoryuken to the Chin made a 27-page document explaining what everything does, which I read through its entirety and I still don't fully get it. This table is like the Dark Souls of pinball. This man needed 27 pages to explain everything. Let that sink in. The main gimmick of it is that there are waves of zombies that can attack, and you have to fend them off by flipping your pinball into them, earning you more points. You can also buy some plants to help you, which is cute. You can get different types of pinballs, like a frozen one that slows down zombies when you hit them. Crazy Dave's Twiddle Dinkies makes an appearance where you can buy even more upgrades. Digging zombies can appear. There's this little melon pult minigame you can play. Dr. Zombas is chilling in the corner of the board. It's a very faithful adaptation of PvZ in pinball form, which I do respect a lot. And what's funny about it is that this is also the first 3D appearance of the franchise, which I think is pretty neat. Again though, I don't really have a lot to say about it, but it's alright, I had some fun playing it, and that classic PvZ charm is very much still here. I would say go check it out, but you know, EA sucks ass. The table also includes 2 achievements. One of them is really easy. You just gotta activate the mail multi-ball, which you can do by spelling mail in this lane. And the other one, called Magic Taco, requires you to buy every item from Crazy Dave's Twiddle Dinkies. This one is pretty difficult to get, since it requires you to collect a lot of money. You get money by defeating zombies, but you get it rather slowly, meaning you have to play the table for quite a long time. And if you've ever played pinball, you know that it's kind of difficult, you know, really difficult. This achievement is very hard to get. Overall though, I like this pinball table. It's a fun addition to the roster. I just wished it was easier to access, because only being available on the PlayStation Store is so goddamn dumb.